GABRIEL'S. Today I am joined by the lovely Gabrielle Luna, who will be playing Tommy Miller in the Last of Us HBO series. So tell me, how did that come about?
Well, the process has started in March, I guess, March 2021. The show had been announced. They were casting. What was funny about that? It was when it had been announced and that Pedro was going to be playing Joel. I saw a post from someone on Twitter that was like, okay, so this obviously means Gabriel Luna's going to play his brother.
No way.
And not thinking twice about it, hadn't even been considered for the part. I don't think at that time. And then about a month later, I guess they were starting to cast Tommy, and I got a call from my agent saying that they really like you for maybe playing Tommy Miller. Joel, are you familiar with the character? I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. And so they were, they'd love for you to give a read if you wouldn't mind. And I was like, of course, why not? It was such a great property, and I already knew that Craig Mazin was the showrunner. I already knew that Carolyn Strauss was the EP, and so that's it's like they were assembling the HBO Avengers.
Nice.
Carolyn worked on Game of Thrones, Craig on Chernobyl, and of course HBO likes to keep a lot of things in house. So I had worked with them previously on True Detective, and so I laid my stuff down, and I got a call the next day that they really love your tape. And then about a week later, I was on a phone call, Zoom, with Craig and Carolyn and Neil Druckmann, the creator of the game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they were like, "Yeah, we saw your tape, and you were just the one. We knew it instantly."
Amazing.
So it's like, okay, great, man, let's party.
So did you feel a big amount of pressure filling in the shoes of Jeffrey Pierce, who did the role before?
Yeah, no, I knew the character, and I knew the history of the family. I knew that they were from Austin. I knew that I'm from Austin. And it was almost just like, they were from my hometown, these characters.
Oh, that's so perfect.
So I know the place, and I know the place at that town. And so I didn't really put two and two together about Jeffrey playing the part. It was only later that I really kind of got in depth and understood who was. I learned about Troy's history and his great talent, and Jeffrey's talent, all these people who are the building blocks and are the really they contribute so much to the spirit of the character. So I just love his voice for Tommy. It's just like spot on. I know those guys in a lot of ways. I am that guy. So it's just there wasn't really a lot of pressure. It was just I felt safe and wrapped in this like warm blanket of awareness of the place, and of the accuracy and the authenticity of the characters in that place of Austin, Texas at that time. So I wouldn't say pressure. I would just say excitement, enthusiasm.
Yeah. Have you played any of the game?
I have. I've played them both. I've beat them both. Yeah.
Did you get emotional?
Absolutely. Oh, come on.
How could you not?
How can you not? I mean, just in Gustavo's music.
Oh my God!
And their voices, the character, the depth of the characters, the character building over time. As you go on this journey with them, and you're kind of eavesdropping on these really, really intimate moments with these people who are growing to love each other, and yeah, it's just they were spectacular in moments, in the action moments, and then so subtle and so realistic and naturalistic in others. And very emotional and very tough to take in large doses.
Oh, definitely.
Partly because of some of the violence, you get stuck and you get killed over and over again. It's just hard to see that. About after the first or second time you see yourself be bitten in the neck, or your throat ripped out, or you be shot or bashed in, or whatever the case may be, you eventually just you have to avert your gaze and shield your eyes on some of those. But I would play them maybe about hour, 2 hour doses, because there's really a lot to digest in each of these chapters when things happen, and so you want to be able to recover. And that was I've never really had that experience in any other game where
definitely.
This is so visceral that I need to take a step and just recover, and I love that about it. And if we can bring anything from that game, if it's that feeling, that just like hard on, jaw on the floor, heart beating out of your chest kind of feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
At the end of each episode, then we will have succeeded. Yeah.
So do you know if it's going to be following the story like completely? Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's better. You probably
Much
have a more
better.
steady hand than me as well.
There we go. There we go.
So do you know if it's going to follow like the original story completely, or is there going to be bits that are slightly changed, or can you share that?
Can't really share a lot of that, but I will say that we are we are adhering to the things that we as the players of the game know to be the essence and the soul of the game, and because we want it to be accurate and authentic to that experience, so that the newcomers, people who don't play the games, people who are more just television and film enthusiasts who are being introduced to this story, we want them to have the same experience, you know. And the way I've been putting it is, you know, as heart-wrenching, you know, when that game just rips our hearts out, right?
Oh, definitely.
So those of us who've played them, you know, now we get to go watch the show, and what we've done with the show is great, and we've just expanded the lore in a way that whatever little bits of your heart remain, and those of us who play the games, we're going to go ahead and just go and rip those out too. So yeah, it's just is there something for the newcomers in the purity of the you know, just staying in line with what we know about the game, and then of course there obviously will be things that are going to be new to everyone, and that's important.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. If you stuck with this story completely, it doesn't. Yeah. So, is it really nerve-wracking now that like loads of stuff's getting like announced, like they're showing Pedro and everybody's outfits and stuff? Is it like really nervous that soon your stuff's going to be leaked?
Yeah, we wish we could control all that, but it's so hard, you know. I mean, especially when you're shooting outdoors on location. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot you can do, and I remember shooting Terminator. We had a bunch of like people who were shooting from this hill, this like mountain. It's like, how are we going to get? How do we know where all the eyes are? You know, There's no really way of knowing. You know, you would hope that people are very excited, and we love that. We want that to be the case, and we don't want that to change. You would just wish that, you know, just for the sake of others who don't know much about it and don't really want it to be revealed quite yet, you wish, but you know, you can't control it. We do our best. We have a good security team, and they're doing okay. That's my
well,
timer.
So that's your alarm. So
let's do one more question.
So
The Karate Kid. Yeah. We'll do one more.
So obviously, it has a really emotional impact, the game overall. So how is it going to make you feel like when people are going to say, "Oh, your role as Tommy did this for me. It's helped me in this way"? Is it just going to completely hit different, or?
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate perk of our work is to reach people that way, and to give them a sense of that they've been seen, you know, and that's why I love being here at these types of things. You know, you get to have that experience, and who doesn't want to sit down and have a bunch of people come up to you and tell you that they love you? So,
oh yeah, that's.
But I love them too. I want them to know that it's, you know, I count myself among them in terms of being a fan, and I just want to let them know that I care, and that I'm aware of the story, and and you know, that you've done your research and you really have experienced it, and you're experiencing it along with them. So I think it's going to be great. You know, I really hope that that's the case. I've had that with previous characters. People really have identified and have loved it, and I want to do my best to bring Tommy to life in a way that reaches them and affects them and makes them feel seen. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. It was a
Thank you,
complete
Kay.
honor.
And I need a cameraman credit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll tag you.
Okay. Thank you.
See you guys later.